Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eman. I hope you're all doing well. I am very stressed out because I had a whole plan for today's video and then I just kept talking and next thing you know, I completely ran out of time. So I'm gonna start off by saying I'm sorry this look totally didn't go as planned, but it's a vibe, it's still very kind of like nude, brown on brown. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new and let's get into this look. Hey you guys, I'm excited to do this because I'm going out for dinner with friends tonight. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I'm not really going out that as obviously as often as I used to. So when I do go out now, like it's kind of a big deal. So I kind of make a big production out of it. Okay, as you guys can see, my skin looks pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie. I always feel very embarrassed like complimenting myself, but I have to say my skin is glowing. There's a few skincare products that I'm absolutely loving. I should do a full skincare video. I don't have it in front of me here. There's a product from Ren Skincare that I absolutely love. I'm just gonna put up a picture or a little IG story video. It seriously gives the most beautiful glow to your skin. I've been using it for almost 3 weeks now and I've seen a huge difference. So I definitely recommend it. I've seen this product around and I've been really wanting to try it. It is from Fresh. It is the Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. Okay, this stuff is so nice, you guys. We're really just pressing this into the skin. I feel like this is just gonna make all the makeup just apply so beautifully. Just really working that in. I feel like this might be a slightly long video because I'm talking a lot and I feel chatty. When I feel chatty, the videos tend to be long. Okay, I have to talk about this foundation. Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation. So funny story. When I used it in my last video, I opened it up because I thought this was the way you're supposed to open it, and I went and applied it on my face. And then you guys were messaging me to tell me that this part actually comes off and it's a bump. So thank you for that. Thank you for that information. What would I do without you guys? So I'm actually mixing two shades because the two shades that I have are not the perfect match. So I'm mixing both. I'm mixing number WN38 Stone and WN30 Biscuit. I got these sent to me from Clinique, so I don't have the perfect color, but I am absolutely obsessed with the texture of this foundation. You guys know I love my NARS Natural Radiant Finish foundation. This is up there. Like those two are very close. So I'm just mixing. I think it's because it's a serum foundation. There's something about the texture that is just absolutely stunning on the skin. So let me show you. Another thing too is I've been using a lot of self-tanner creams, so my coloring is so off. Like one day I'm pale, one day I'm tan. So like every time I use a foundation, one day, the next day it's too light or it's too dark, kind of all over the place. Because I haven't really been getting that much sun outdoors like I normally would. Okay, that is from the slightest, tiniest little bit. Like I put way too much on my hand because I hardly used any of it. Do you guys see how gorgeous this texture is? I love that you can kind of like, it has like this natural dew, but it sets really well. It just, I don't know, there's just something about it. And it feels so light on the skin. It literally doesn't feel like you have anything on. It's such a beautiful texture. So this has definitely been my go-to number one new favorite foundation that I've been using. But now that I've told you guys about it, it's time to move on and test out new foundations that have come in, because I definitely have gotten new ones recently that I haven't played with because I've been loving this one so much. I feel like mixing those two shades gives me a much closer match to my skin tone. Next, I'm going in with the Clinique Even Better Concealer. So this is the all over concealer plus eraser. I love this texture. So I've been kind of telling you guys my favorite way of applying concealer right now is layering. So before I used to just pile on a ton of concealer and then blend it out. Now I put on concealer, blend, add more concealer, blend, add more concealer. I've mentioned this a few times now. I learned this little trick from Kylie Jenner's makeup artist, Makeup by Ariel, in one of his master classes. And I found that it makes a really big difference. It makes your concealer last a lot longer, and it just looks brighter and more concealed in that area. You don't have to worry about like the end of the day looking in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, I look so tired and worn out. There's just something about this technique that just makes your concealer sit way better on the skin and not disappear. I love this texture so much. This is the shade 28 Ivory. So love this as well. So this and the foundation have been my go-to for the last little while. Skin looks amazing. I'm gonna leave powder till a little bit later. And so I want a bold eye look for this look today, but it's going to be bold with neutrals because I am doing a red lip. And I know, I feel like I've done a red lip recently. I can't even remember. But I just have I have this specific look in mind, you guys. So just bear with me. Hopefully it all comes together. And I'm starting off with this eyeshadow primer. This is from Smashbox. It is their lid primer. I'm using this palette from Lorac today. It is their Pro Artist palette, Meraki. Meraki sounds more right. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it looks like this. It's beautiful. I haven't really played with this yet, so I thought this would be a perfect time to start. I'm starting off with this very nude shade. I want to base all over my lid, starting from my brow bone, working this down, applying a base flat on your lid like this before doing any eyeshadow helps all the other eyeshadows blend a lot better. Taking this in the inner corner and then just sweeping this across my entire lid. I'm using the Sigma E60 brush. I'm going in with this slightly warmer shade. It's still a nude, but it has a little bit of a gold undertone to it. And I'm just applying a little bit more heavily on my lid section. Not so much in the crease, just in the lid. All right, I'm switching up brushes and I'm going in this shade right here. It's kind of like a warm brown, a warm orangey brown. And you know, honestly, guys, you could really play. Like I'm kind of feeling this shade. I'm really loving this shade. So I'm probably just gonna dip my brush in all of them, to be honest. All I really want is a warm shade. This is kind of perfect. A warm brown with a little bit of a red undertone, which I think is going to look really nice with the red lip. So when you're picking your colors, just kind of play a little bit to see what colors look best on your skin tone. I'm going back and forth, really building this out. I'm extending this past my eyebrows. I actually kind of like to brush up my brows when I'm doing eyeshadow to get a better sense. You could always do your brows before eyeshadow. I always forget to do that, even though it actually really helps. So I need to try to remember to do that from now on. And then I kind of like to look down a little bit and concentrate the brush just more in the crease rather than on the brow bone. So now I'm just really kind of going in more just in the crease and really working that in. When I get to that outer corner, you guys, I'm still just kind of dipping in all the shades. When I get to that outer corner, I kind of like to create that V shape, but extending it past my eye. That first color that we were using, and using that to just clean up around the edges. So it looks super blended. We're gonna do a little bit of concealer there, so don't worry too much about that area. So for the lower lash line, you guys, I wanna go in with more of a neutral brown. So this is very warm and red. This time I wanna go more neutral. So I'm taking this brown over here. It's definitely not as warm. I feel like this is gonna kind of break up the look a little bit, so not all the shadows look the same. And I'm running this just along my lower lash line, and as you guys could see, I'm really tapping off a lot of that shadow before I apply, because I don't want to get a lot of fallout. I like to kind of look in the mirror just straight on to get that product exactly where I want it. Just flick out that outer corner. I want just a hint of like shimmer to my lid. This nude is perfect because it has a little bit of shimmer to it. Doing this with my finger. Not too much. And that is pretty much it for the eyeshadow. One little step that I like to do to get like the, oops, I totally got that in the wrong spot. I want to get like the perfect eyeliner shape. So I'm going to start by doing a little bit of cleanup with my concealer first. I like to look just straight in the mirror. You guys see that difference? Now I know exactly where I want my eyeliner to go, whereas this one, it's kind of like blended or whatever, but now we know eyeliner is going to go right there. So I want to do a nice dramatic line for this look. I want it to be kind of extended far out. This is pretty much the whole drama for the eyes. So we're also going to add lashes, but I really want this eyeliner to stand out. If you guys want to know what eyeliner I'm using, make sure you check out the last episode of Six Beauty Making the Brand. You will find out. I'm throwing on these super wispy lashes from Ardell. And before I add mascara to my lower lash line, I'm adding a little bit of a nude liner to my waterline. This one is from Too Faced, and this kind of just like finishes up the eye look, and then a little bit of mascara, and we're done the eyes. Okay guys, I am running so behind. I quickly did my brows, put a little bit of powder. I know I said I'm gonna do a red lip, but I'm so behind. I don't have time. This is what happens when I talk too much, you guys. Okay, I have the Bff Collection from BH Cosmetics. This is a collab with Alejandra and Elsie that just came out. And it has these gorgeous shades for bronzer, for blush, for highlighter. So I'm just gonna go in with that and just kind of contour a little bit, give my skin a little bit of a bronzy glow. I was gonna say, oh my God. I officially cannot talk. I was supposed to leave about 10 minutes ago and I still haven't gotten dressed or did my hair. So, and I'm still talking. It's gonna dip into these, get some pretty color on the cheeks, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing for lips. Okay, I have these shades from that same collection, that BFF collection from BH. A couple of mattes, a couple of glosses. So I think this is gonna be kind of perfect. I hope. Let's see. I'm doing liquid lipstick in the shade Camel. I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer and then going over that with the gloss in Stick With You. It turned out to be a kind of like nude on nude on nude, like a lot of brown tones. Totally not what I was planning to do, but it all came together. I think last step, I'm just going to take a little bit of the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, spray my whole face. And that's it. I have to go. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new. Give this video a thumbs up. Add me on Instagram at Eman and on TikTok at Eman Makeup. And I'll see you guys next week with an all new video. Bye.